Hey guys, it is Friday night here in the Philippines, and as promised, we are going to be doing a showcase on Lamborghinis. And what you see sitting here in front of you is every release from Mini GT so far of the Lamborghini Aventador, LBWK, the Huracan Silhouette from LBWK, and then the other regular, I guess, version 1 body kit from LBWK, I would call it. And then 3 stock ones, 2 Huracans, and then 1 Aventador SVJ. There are 2 more on the way, which would be the SVJ Roadster, and then there is a LBWK Silhouette Huracan in the matte gray that is due to come out very soon. Both of those are. The only ones that we're missing here are the ones I don't really go after very often, which are the Toys R Us exclusives. Just because they're really hard to obtain, and also if you go to Mini GT's site, they're not really noted as like their regular production. So that's one of the reasons I avoid it. I'm just trying to get the regular production ones. But the Toys R Us ones still count as a variant, so if you want to be 100% complete, you're probably going to want to get those. But as I said, I'm happy with just the regular global releases, I would call them. Although today we're also unboxing 2. One we've already looked at briefly and kind of semi-unboxed. It's the one that Rick gave me from A Whole Lot of Zep. It is the Kyosho Countach LP500S. We're going to take it fully off the base and take a close-up look at it. Also, on the contrary to what I just said about not buying the Toys R Us Mini GT cars, I picked this up. This is your... Now let me move some of these because I want to put it on the table in front of the camera, but I try to lay those out so we can get them all in the shot. So, this is the one that is not supposed to be released. This is the canceled one, just like your gray and yellow. Now, with the Toys R Us Japan stuff, if you've ever noticed, they are based on another regular global release with just some alterations. For example, let's go over this. There's the red TRU Huracan Silhouette kit. The only difference with the TRU one, of course, is the box, and it comes in the blister pack. The picture on the box is a picture of the actual car, the TRU exclusive, which has white wheels. Instead of the wheels being black, the wheels are white, and I believe it has a blacked out hood. It may not have a blacked out hood. It may be something different here. It may have like a blacked out hood or a red roof, but I don't think any of these silhouette kits ever have a body colored roof. I think they're all carbon roofs. So I think the difference may be a carbon hood, or it may just be the wheels. Then the second one is also a Huracan silhouette kit. Now this one in the Japan TRU release does have a carbon hood, and it has red wheels. That one I can actually obtain here. It's a little bit pricey. I think it's around like $50 or something. But as I said, if you want to be complete, then you're probably going to want to try to find them. I've never seen the red one for sale, to be honest. There's also a couple GTRs that are TRU exclusives, and they're a little hard to obtain. But as I said, I'm not really trying to get them. The reason I picked up this one, because I think it's kind of unique. Because of the fact that if you look at it, it is number 83, and it is LB Works Lamborghini Aventador Volcano Yellow, but the car is red. And the regular global release is number 80. LB Works Lamborghini Aventador Volcano Red. And if you notice the slight difference, there's a yellow trim ring on the wheel of the TRU exclusive. And as I said, usually the wheel is the notable difference on the TRU exclusives. Sometimes the paint may have some kind of alteration, sometimes not. Sometimes it may be a whole custom color, but usually the box matches the car. So I don't know if this was supposed to be like Volcano Yellow with some different wheels on it, and maybe it does have some kind of carbon hood or something that we just can't see in the pic, but I don't think so. I think maybe it was just the wheels. But was the car supposed to be red, or was it supposed to be volcano yellow? And just to make it unique, because they had these packages around, they made some red ones, and that was it, as like prototypes. I'm not sure the whole story behind it, but it is kind of a unique vehicle. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And this, as you can see, even on the UPC, it just doesn't even say anything really exotic at all. It says red, and that's it. It gives you a part number, and then it has basically red with the Japanese character or Chinese character. Sorry, I do not read the Asian languages, so I'm not sure what that refers to, but I'm sure it means red in one of the languages. Then you have all the labeling from probably Japan, most likely since it's a Japan exclusive. Then you have your licensings for Lamborghini, TSM model, and then where to find Mini GT online and on Facebook and Twitter. So let's get him out and look at him and look at this box. So, we're going to see what the box even says, because it does have the different number, does have different trim on the wheels, which the car in the package does not have. So, this also comes with this unique spec sheet, like the gray one did. Now, I don't know what these are for, just showing you, I guess, the characteristics of it, but it tells you in... Well, I guess it does have English, too. Die-cast metal, and then plastic, ABS PVC, zinc alloy, color, red, material, blah, 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 and tells you, it's basically a spec sheet, a product using instruction, but there's nothing to use. It just sits on the shelf. So anyways, this is kind of a unique feature. I've never seen any of the blister packs before opening the gray one. The gray one had it, and now the red one has it. There's also the TRU black Aventador, but to me it looks identical to the box one. There's no difference to me. It has the gold wheels and everything, so I don't know what the difference is. Maybe just the box. I don't even know if the box is different, to be honest with you guys. Forgot to mention that when I was pointing out the Huracan TRU exclusives. So we'll go directly to the back of the box because I'm kind of curious to see what it says. So it does say Volcano Yellow left-hand drive TRU. So LB Works Lamborghini Aventador. So this thing should have been probably Volcano Yellow, but for some reason it's painted up in red. I guess to kind of just give it that uniqueness. Maybe they didn't run the wheels yet. Maybe they didn't have those produced yet, so that's why they wanted something significantly different. I don't know what the story is behind it. So, box says Volcano Yellow, UPC says Volcano Yellow, and the box does say TRU exclusive. The instruction sheet, however, says red, and then the UPC code on the back of the blister pack, as vague as it may be, says red. So, who knows? But there's your collector box, and just like the other one, we'll see. Yeah, there's no plastic tray in this box either. So, these are not regular, like, production run, because they always have plastic trays inside these boxes for the regular, like, mainstream releases. I can't say that about TRU. I'm not sure. They may not have them. But I would say that they probably do, because they always did. I think that's just something that was overlooked because these are not regular releases. So they are just ones that kind of got slipped out of the factory and released to some hobby stores as like pre-production samples or something like that. But anyways, it is a great looking car, and my worries of like paint issues and stuff do not exist on this car. I was kind of worried that maybe it would have like some kind of rashing on the roof and such, which it doesn't. As you can see, it looks pretty good. The hood is a little like textured looking, but not bad. That's actually like a fingerprint there, but just over here, a little texture, but not bad. So I can deal with that to have this unique car. But that's where your problem lies, is this hood always has some kind of issue on all of them. The gray one doesn't have it because it kind of acts like a filler primer, and it fills in those pits, I believe. So it's typical. Imagine I imagine all the people living life in peace, and then some of your LB performance stickers, co-sponsor stickers, and as we could see, the wheels on this one look exactly like the wheels on the regular Volcano yellow release, as far as I know. Yeah, they don't look any different to me. So, and even this one, if you look real close, you can see a little bit of paint issues in the hood. But this one's kind of hard to see too because it has that metallic that kind of makes this paint flip-flop from like a yellow to an orange, which is pretty cool. So back to this red one that we just opened. So great details, rubber mirrors, a little bit stiff, so you want to be careful. The sponsors on the rear, I guess I would call that B pillar. Then your LB Performance on the windshield, and LB Aventador works, and then your Forgiato acrylic headlight lenses. Nice work on the front Lamborghini emblem. As usual, beautiful job on these cars. Nice detail on the rear. If it will focus in for us again. There we go. Nice tail lights, nice exhaust pipes coming out. Looks to be a hair bit crooked, but no biggie. Rear mount spoiler, pretty cool. Smoked engine cover in the right light. You can see the engine down in there. So nice looking car. Trying to match it up here, see how close this red is to Rosso Mars red. And pretty close. The Rosso Mars may be a hair bit darker, but pretty close though. So this is your TRU exclusive of the Volcano Yellow, which is definitely not yellow. So unique at that. That's why I wanted to get it, just because of its uniqueness, that it's kind of much different than the other releases where they always match the color on the box and things like that. So it is very unique. That's one of the reasons I bought it. Plus, the price here is actually really, really reasonable on that one. It's like 1/3 of the price of like the regular TRU releases. As I said, if I can get my hands on them here, they're usually like 40 or 50 bucks. That one was roughly about, I don't know, like $17. And that includes free shipping. So, or basically the shipping is like $1, so it might as well be free. So total price of the car with shipping is like 17 bucks. So definitely cannot pass it up. And as I said, just because of the uniqueness, and it gives me, well, 5 different colors on the Aventador LBWK. So as we can see back here, we'll line them up. And there they are, back there. You have the gray, the red, the black, the blue, and the yellow. So it looks pretty good. So can't wait to get the other silhouette because you have the white, the red, the yellow, and then the flip-flop, like magic green, I think it's called. That's your tarmac mini GT collaboration. So pretty cool piece. So the next one that we're going to unbox, and we'll bring back, these are all, once again, mini GT Lambos. So I have total of, I think there's 16 of them now. So there's 7 and 5, 12, yeah, 16 of them. 15 are your mainstream releases, one being the LBWK Toys R Us release. So the other ones are your just like global releases. Although some of them may be like collaborations or they may be exclusive to like a country, but they usually become available to the world. The TRU, I keep wanting to say TRW because of the Pistons, but TRU, they are exclusive to Japan. Those cars do not get sold anywhere else but Japan. So they are not like sold at other hobby shops or anything like that. So it's just exclusive to the Toys R Us stores in Japan. So here's the Lambo we unboxed the other week from Hot Wheels, which is also a pretty sweet piece. As I said, for the scaling, it's pretty much spot on. If you look at it next to a Mini GT, it looks great. So the only thing this car lacks on was the mirrors. Besides that, it's a beautiful casting from Hot Wheels. So really, really impressed by this one. So I'll leave the icon here at the end of this video for the unboxing of the Exotic Envy in case you guys did not get a chance to see it. Go ahead and take a look at it. I unboxed the whole set, the two Aston Martins, and then the Bugatti and the Lambo, and then the McLaren. In a couple of weeks, maybe even as long as a month, I had to pick up the Tamica Premium, but we're going to be doing a McLaren exclusive. Actually, not really exclusive because I don't have enough McLarens, but it will be a comparison of Tamica, Hot Wheels, and Mini GT. And it's a no-brainer probably who wins. But anyways, we'll do it anyways, and we'll be doing that probably within like 2 or 3 weeks, I hope. So anyways, guys, let's bring back out this beautiful Countach that Rick from A Whole Lot of Zep sent me. Once again, thank you, buddy. Really love this car. Great addition to the Lambo stable. The bullpen, I call it. So this is a great addition. This is like the grandfather of the group. This is the pioneer. This is probably what got everyone into like liking Lambos. At least from my age group, because at that time nobody really knew much about like the older stuff, like the Jalpa or Jalpa, however you pronounce it. It was semi-popular, but not extremely popular. In like my generation, it was the Countach, and the movie Cannonball Run is what really brought this to our attention. In most cases, I had to get a screwdriver, guys, to take this off the base, but yeah, that was the movie that kind of introduced us all to this car. And it was kind of cool because in the movie, can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but when Daisy Duke, and I can't remember her real name off the top of my head, but she was like one of the girls in the Lambo. Don't remember who the blonde or the brunette or whatever. I just remember Daisy Duke. That was about it. So that's what actually brought these cars to our attention as kids, and it's just a really iconic car. So let's get him off the base and take a look at him. And Kyosho always does great work on their stuff. They're like Mini GT, just slightly more expensive. And some of their stuff can be like really expensive, a lot more expensive than Mini GT. But you kind of get what you pay for. The Kyosho stuff is pretty nice, but you have to be careful on some of it because sometimes it's prone to like paint rashing, especially if it's stored in hot conditions. So like here in the Philippines, I have to be really careful like where I buy my stuff. Like the Challengers I got, One came from Japan, so it's actually pretty nice. The blue one, however, when I showed you guys a little bit of paint rashing, it came from a local seller. So yeah, that's the one thing. I think the heat kind of promotes the paint rashing. So anyways, here is the Lamborghini Countach. So let's try to get him to focus. We'll zoom in on him to get a closer look. So there you go. Beautiful job on the graphics. The Countach LP 500S. You can see the door lines there. Really cool car. First car I ever seen with the scissor doors. Great work on the wheels too. These are pretty much spot on for like the Lambo wheels. Some nice detail on the side glass. All the vents are nicely done. Acrylic headlight lenses. And as I pointed out last time, I think that's like embossed into the windshield, like molded in there. I don't think it's a separate piece, but it's a really great detail though. They did a fabulous job with their Lambo emblem too. So very, very nice piece. Tail lights are really nice, man. It's like I was pointing out last time, they have the amber or clear. I think it's the clear for the backup. And then there may be amber in there also for turn signal and red. And then you have your Countach and Lamborghini emblems across the rear panel. Very cool. Slightly detailed chassis, which is pretty cool. Downside riveted together, but still, it's okay. Kyosho made in China. So China has some really great companies nowadays putting some really nice models out there. So 164 Lamborghini Countach LP 500S. So very, very nice car. So looks really cool. If I can back this out for you guys, looks really cool setting there with the rest of these guys. So I think I have a total of like 18 Lamborghinis now, 16 Mini GTs, and then one Kyosho and one Hot Wheels. So yeah, very loyal to the Mini GT brand, but there's actually a Gallardo up for sale on one of the local shopping networks for like 15 bucks. I made by, it's a Kyosho, and it's like a purplish blue. The color is awesome. Just hoping it doesn't have any paint rash, but that one I may actually think about getting to have like one of the early 2000s like iconic Lamborghinis. So there's like so many different Lambo models nowadays, I can't keep up. I kind of fell out of the exotic car craze when I was in my teens because my old man got me into muscle cars. We restored muscle cars, raced muscle cars and hot rods and stuff. So kind of lost interest in the exotic stuff, so I didn't get back into it until recently when I started buying Mini GT stuff and started like noticing how great these Lamborghinis look with the LBWK Liberty Walk body kits. That really attracted me to them, and then I seen some stock variants that looked great from Mini GT, so I just figured why not. I got into this company while it's young, why not start collecting all of them. So the Lamborghini is another one, like the Land Rover, that I'm trying to get all the models of. The LBWK M4 I'm trying to get all the models of, and all of the wide body GTRs. Still playing catch up on that, but getting close to obtaining all of them too. So the other stuff I just buy random, like the other BMWs, some Porsches, and some Bentleys and stuff like that. I will just buy random, like what I like. But I always try to get the first release of everything. Like, no matter if it's not my cup of tea or not. Like the 190 Mercedes, they're great. I love the casting, just not what I'm really into, but I did get the first two, which those are the ones I like. The stock one, and then the silver test car. Great looking casting. So guys, As I said, I left the icon here on the left for the exotic MV unboxing from a couple weeks ago. If you want to check that out, if you're into exotics, you'll dig that set. And then I left an icon here on the right for you to subscribe. So if you have not done so, please remember to do that. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comments, I should say. And then if you would like to see any of these cars up close that I do showcase every now and then, if I didn't show them close enough, then let me know, and then I'll bring them back out for you guys to take a look at. So I try to tell a little history and keep it brief on each car. So anyways, guys, I will talk to you again next week, early in the week. We're going to be doing an Auto World Round 2 unboxing. I have some really cool pieces, Miho exclusives, some mainstream, and some die-cast, I forget the name of it, the die-cast hobby store. But anyway, the one-stop die-cast, there we go. So anyways, I have some exclusives from them too that I'll be unboxing. So be sure to tune back in early next week for that, and I thank you for watching, and thank you for your support, guys. Have a nice weekend.